Hey everybody, welcome back to Building Champion Worship. I'm Jimmy Fisher, and once again today I have my friend Miss Angela Polk, and this time we're actually going to talk about songwriting, something that we both love to do, and specifically worship leading songwriting. Now, for many of you out there, whether you're worship leaders or singers or just people interested in worship, you know that feeling of just finding a wonderful worship song and how it just expresses what you want to say to God, how you feel about God. Those things are just, that's an awesome feeling when you connect with a song and it really takes you into the presence of God. Well, I remember it was back in, I think about 95 when I had been leading worship since 93, but back in 95, I remember driving home, and it was from a wonderful service that we had. And I was driving home and I was just thanking God for the privilege to lead his people. And I was like, God, this is what I want to do. This is, I've been doing it for a couple years, but now I really want to write songs about worship. I want to write songs that touch your heart, that bring people into your presence. And so I found another person who does the same thing and loves to do that, Miss Angela. And we're just gonna talk a little bit about that journey into songwriting. So how has it been for you?
Wow, well, I have always journaled from the time I was a small child, and I've always written poems from the time I was a small child, just simply about life, the birds, whatever.
Yeah.
And I ventured, I guess, into songwriting unintentionally because I would write down my prayers to God.
Yeah.
And so these prayers that I would write down to God basically ended up transitioning into songs. So it wasn't I didn't set out to write songs.
Right.
I was probably almost shamed into sharing my prayers because I would, once I started leading worship, people would say, well, do you have a CD?
Yeah.
One lady said, well, can you just sing on a cassette tape and give it to me? And I was like, and from there I was like, no, maybe I need to literally take some of these prayers that I have written and see if I can just transition them, put some music to them and transition them into songs. So that's how it begun.
Okay.
From there, I think I don't write like a typical person. I think it was more, I guess maybe it's divine inspiration.
Right.
Because I find myself singing new songs in my head overnight.
Yeah. Well, the Bible does say he will give you songs in the night. So that is definitely, she's in Bible country right there.
And so if I don't get up and either write it down or record it, I will sing all night long and not sleep and wake up tired because I have worshiped and sung to God all night long. So I think I'm really fortunate in that not the whole song, but the music or the melody and the words come at the same time. Yeah. So
that's a good point, because there are many of you who are writers may come from the poetry side, and you have a lyric and it may not come with exactly a melody. I've worked with a lot of songwriters who they don't have a melody, but they have this truth that they have found in scripture or truth about God, and that's really good, because it's not a cookie cutter thing. We're not going to give you 5 points in writing a good worship song. It is inspiration from God, and it does allow for the complexity of who God is that he actually puts into our songwriting. We don't just all get it the same way. I know what you're saying. I had woke up on New Year's Day singing a song because we had worship the night before. I had those of you who know about those, what do they call them?
Watch night.
The watch night services. Now, we have other names for them now, but they used to call them watch night services. and had just went to bed. I went to bed just worshiping God, and woke up that next morning, and a song came right, and I was I don't know, about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I got up, ran to the piano, and then was like, I am writing this right now. So yeah, I know what you mean. Mm-hmm. Click on the next video for more of this conversation. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos. And we'll see you next time on Building Champion Worship.